have to look beyond the Great White Way. She flew high as the replacement for Idina Menzel as Elphaba in Broadway's Wicked, and now this young star is looking to make her mark on a whole new scene, the world of pop and R&B. After more than 2 years of working on and writing her own material, performer Shoshana Bean recently released her debut solo album entitled Superhero. After 6 or so years in the theater, the change in discipline was a bit unnerving.
Finally step out and have nothing but time, which was frightening, but necessary. It kind of is like, you sink or swim. And thankfully I had enough inspiration and enough to say that I just sort of kept moving forward.
In its first week of release in December of 2008, Superhero peaked at number 5 on the iTunes R&B charts, the only independent album in the top 100. The label itself, Shotime, is Bean's invention.
I've never had to be a businesswoman. I've always been a creative. And I'll handle the performance aspect and the aesthetic aspect, but the business aspect, I've always relied on other people. And that was the biggest challenge about all this. I was happy to do it and willing, and it wasn't something that I thought about. It just kind of was the next natural step. But in having done so, it's been, 80% of the challenge has been having to think about your own project and your own label, not as your passion's life's work like it has been. Now you have to put that aside and think like a businesswoman.
Bean has been performing at venues all around the country, and her music has appeared on MTV's The Hills, along with promos for NBC's Chuck, Heroes, and My Own Worst Enemy. In the future, the budding pop star would like to hear her music on the radio and see herself touring with some of her musical idols, all with one thing in mind:
to reach a whole new group of people that aren't aware of my stuff. And also I find that the more I perform live, the more I find out about my music. You would think I know this stuff inside and out after 2 years of recording it and performing it, but every time I do it, I find something new and a new way to deliver it and a new thing about it. And touring and doing it night after night is a way to continue to do that.
Just come to me and I will take the pain away. You will never be alone.
Roma Torrey, New York 1.